Welcome to Families in Faith. This week we look at Joseph, one of the 12 sons of Jacob, touching on the many stories that are in children's Bibles and Sunday school lessons, connecting the dots to see how they all come together into one grand story, the story of God. Joseph was nowhere near the firstborn son of Jacob, but he was the first son born to Jacob's favorite wife, Rachel. This led Jacob to play favorites, and the other brothers did not like that very much. Joseph didn't help matters either by having dreams and then telling his brothers about these dreams. The dreams were about how he would rise up above his brothers and they would bow down to him. Now, who wants to hear their younger brother tell them that they will bow down to him? It's even worse when you know your dad likes your younger brother better than you. The straw that broke the camel's back was the famous Technicolor Dreamcoat, a lavish gift given to the favorite son. The other brothers develop a plan to kill Joseph, but Reuben, the eldest son, saves Joseph's life by convincing his brothers to just sell him to some strangers. This lands Joseph in Egypt, where he rises to power because of his good work ethic and God's blessings, only to fall again when falsely accused by his boss's wife of trying to take advantage of her. Once in prison, God again blesses Joseph, and he gains favor with the warden. But it's his dream interpreting skills that brings about God's prophecy. Joseph eventually interprets dreams for Pharaoh about the coming 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. God continues to bless Joseph and gives him incredible success in everything he does. Through this, he rises to second in command of all of Egypt, in charge of rationing the food, so when the 7 years of famine hit, Egypt will have plenty. Once the famine hits, Joseph's family ends up coming to Egypt to buy food. His brothers end up bowing down to him, just like he said, and Joseph saves his family by moving them to Egypt. Now the 12 sons of Jacob are in Egypt under the protection of Pharaoh, where they have many descendants and grow into a nation of people who are eventually enslaved by a new ruler. The story of Joseph is a wonderful demonstration of God working through seemingly bad circumstances good things for those who trust in him. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." It's easy to see the end of the story and to know that God is good. It can be difficult in hard times to remember God's promise. Try to remember the story of Joseph and how God worked incredible good from a very bad circumstance.